Anal Rain, but I don't know who this girl's. I don't know what her name is.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I saw her. It didn't look like her. Too many hers in that sentence. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with that either.
I don't know.
I mean,
I'm not
bath water is you got to run that through a purifier first.
better to be bath water than bath salts, I guess, right?
Well,
Jack Black takes a lot of baths in his videos. He uses a lot of salts in his.
I'm not sure what Jack Black's videos are, honestly.
No, he is definitely. I don't know. It's strange to watch his family because he's rich. So he's just like, oh, this episode we're building a half pipe in my front yard. It's like, okay. Who else is doing that?
It's no different than watching those fucking toy reviews. I mean, really, like those toy review families are just the same.
He's not just building a half pipe in his front yard, like not just going get some shitty wood and trying to put together a tiny half pipe.
Right.
He's getting professional people to come build a half pipe in his front yard.
Right. Yeah. Like I said, it's like the adult version of watching that fucking Ryan kid open toys, and it's like, holy shit, dude.
Did you see he's got a game coming out?
He's got a game. He was like, Burger King had his toys. I'm pretty sure he's got like a fucking energy drink coming out or something. I don't really know.
Kids just have energy built into them. Why do they need to drink it? Or
what
is it like part of him is what you're drinking?
Exactly. You know what it is. It's Ryan's energy drink. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
And some bottles. Yeah.
Man, child piss is no.
Well, it's better than bath. Well, maybe not.
Would you rather drink a bathtub full of water
or child piss? Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's edition of the Love Love Show podcast. We are clearly back right in top form, back in action, episode 201. With me, as always, the purveyor of the Choco Taco. It is Ryan, not the Ryan that pisses in energy drinks, but the other one. How are you, sir?
I don't know if I've ever had a Choco Taco. Where'd you get one at?
Taco John's used to carry the Choco Taco. I've also never had one.
Well, and I got them out of they sell them in a box in the freezer. They're probably not the same.
Blue Bunny, stores. I think, or Klondike.
I think it's Klondike. Those aren't bad. I don't know about a Taco John's one.
I'm pretty sure it was just the Klondike one, but more expensive because it was in a Taco John's.
Did they melt it?
Did they
cook it?
I'm pretty sure they sprinkled a little
Olay
dust on there. Yeah.
Okay. No dust on those things. Grease dust.
Yeah.
Also joining us, it is the Fresh Prince to my DJ Jazzy Jeff. Also, it is Careful Ralph. Hello, Careful Ralph.
I am no Fresh Prince here. I am the Jazzy Jeff of this.
No,
I'm the Jada Pinkett of this.
Well, that might be more accurate, I suppose, but I'm definitely not the Fresh Prince because I cannot spit a rhyme like you can. I'm more the I wish I could scratch things. I mean, like disc-wise, not child parts.
What?
That got hilarious.
That got normal is what that got. Welcome back. Episode 201. We had that giant, and I mean fucking giant episode a couple weeks back. So thanks for listening. The people that did, I had some people reach out and enjoy the episode, and it was a good time. It was a long night. I was very tired at the end of it. I was an emotional wreck for no reason.
But Magic the Gathering tournament the next day.
Yeah, I had to get up really early and spank some bitches' ass in Magic, and then watch wrestling. Yeah. No, but thank you to both of you for enduring that very long and long-winded episode as per normal.
Sounds normal then. No, it's fine.
It was a good time.
I'm surprised to see we're back after episode 200. I thought we were done.
No, never. Listen, you got to go backwards, like Ryan said. We got to start working down. We're gonna remake. We're gonna remake 200 now, and then
smart
199, 198, and the whole shebang. So. Really gonna fuck with them.
The whole mukbang.
The whole mukbang. It's been a hot minute since we've been around. It's been unseasonably warm, and I say unseasonably only because it was supposed to hit triple digits. Did it get really hot down there? Because it ended up raining.
It is smoking down here.
How are you in a sweater? What the fuck?
I am indoors right now. So
is the air on 40?
My air conditioner could not handle that. I'm lucky it is keeping it in the 70s. So
you're still in a sweater. I applaud you, sir.
But
you got to rep the brand.
It's doing better this year than it did last year. there was one day I came home and my air conditioning was not working at all, and I didn't have anything to keep track of what the temperature was while I wasn't in the house. And I came home and it was 90 degrees in my apartment.
That was when you had the puppy too, right?
Yeah. So that I'm lucky she survived.
Yeah. Because I'd have freaked the fuck out on somebody.
Yeah, I pretty much called them immediately and said, "You need to do something because I have no place to go and it's 90 degrees in my apartment."
Fuck that. It was supposed to be like 104 today with the heat temperatures, and we got up and around, and then all of a sudden a giant storm from the north showed up, and it poured like a half an inch of rain in about 30 minutes. And we went over to Grinnell to go to the pool, and the pool closed because of the thunderstorms, and then it started raining again. And by the time they were going to reopen, it was closing time. So we did not.
I wish we had that. I'd rather have.
We went to Grinnell for nothing.
To heat.
I mean, I wanted the heat today only because I was off and we were all going to go to the pool, like everyone. So it would have been a good time. But instead, we just drove 15-ish miles just to come back home 4 hours later and do nothing. And enjoy a Taco John's Sierra chicken sandwich that was less than appealing.
I mean, nothing about that's turning me on.
Nope,
so.
Doesn't do a whole lot. Ralph, you survived the heat today with your half gallon of water that's double wall or some shit.
Double walrus, you got it.
Yes.
Gallon and a half. I had a lot of water. I only worked like 6 hours, so it wasn't too bad today. But I don't know, when it's that hot out, you can just, if you got plenty of water, then it ain't bad. You just keep drinking. You never have to pee. It's nice.
I was gonna say, are you creating some energy drinks while you're drinking that much water? But apparently not.
No way.
All out.
No way. I just stick to water. I don't even drink Gatorade anymore because I drank too much of it last year. I had so much potassium in me, it was bad. That stuff goes right out of you.
I was going to say, tell me about what happens when you get too much potassium in you.
I think I was at your house when that happened.
I do believe so.
Yeah, that was a bad time.
It was a potassium-horrific time.
Yeah. I'm no scientist, but I think that's what it was.
Probably what it was. Too many bananas.
You have to be a Florida Gator to drink that stuff, though, in that kind of quantities.
That is true.
The Rock drank that much, and that's how he's so fit.
He played for Miami.
He was a hurricane, but
he also didn't graduate either, I don't think.
Aaron Hernandez, though, was a Gator, so
he
it will kill a man.
I think he drank more of the child energy drink than he drank the Gatorade. No, am I wrong? Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know about that.
I
don't think that's why he was in jail. But
oh fuck!
It's hard to say.
Maybe it was the grown-up version of the child's energy drink. I'm not really sure.
That's completely legal.
And wrong
to it.
Still, yeah, you're not wrong.
No, I don't judge that.
Wait, yeah, we got to get off this topic. What's been up with you guys? Watch
Waterworld and you see some of that right at the beginning.
Dennis Hopper right in the Coster's mouth, or what? Is that the uncut version?
No, he drinks his own piss right at the beginning of Waterworld.
That's
Kevin Costner does.
Listen, man, Last of the Mohicans. Oh wait, that was Daniel Day-Lewis.
He's got a filtering tool though, so it's not full piss.
He's got one of the life straws for penises, so it just flows right through him.
Yeah, it's like a it's like a beer hat that he puts on his dick. Yeah.
How curly is it? The hat. I mean, the straw. How curly is the dick? Oh boy, let's just get it over with.
I mean, if they did that, Waterworld would probably have been a better movie. But
so is his dick the funnel and the tip is normal, or are we going backwards here?
I mean, however Kevin Costner wants to engineer that is up to him. Most comfortable.
Oh boy, takes a whole new meaning to if you build it, they will come. But whatever you got to do. Fuck. You guys been good. Obviously, things are okay. You're not drinking energy drinks. Well, not the children ones.
Yeah. I mean, as far as I know,
you still haven't switched to the Rain or the Bang there, Ryan.
No, I don't want to drink something called Bang. Like that doesn't seem like something I want to drink.
Have you seen the Rains yet? The Roman Reigns?
No. Does that give you cancer?
I mean, everything does. I'm not really sure.
Mm.
Right now, the big thing going around on Facebook is that the Russians are stealing everybody's faces. I don't really know.
Is he back in wrestling? Is he in remission? Or
Yeah, no, he was back in remission like a month after it happened somehow, and everyone's like, that seemed fake. I think it was like 2 or 3 months, but it was very fast. It was in February when he got back. So,
well, it's a good thing he's better.
Yeah, it was a very strange turn of events, and then all of a sudden he popped up, and he's in that Hobbs and Shaw movie with The Rock. So everyone's like, was he really filled with cancer, or did he just go film a movie? And it got really weird on the internet because people were like truly denying that he had cancer, and I'm like, that's fucked up. Like, why the fuck would you make that?
That'd be strange to lie about. But.
That would be a weird thing. Like, and people's bodies are built differently. Like, and he could have had a very low grade of leukemia. Like, whatever. Yeah. No one knows. It's not for us to judge, but it got weird on the internet. Surprise, surprise. Shit got weird on the internet.
So I don't know. It's just weird. I didn't know he had cancer originally that first time.
Yeah, no.
And people still just booed the shit out of him. So
people do not. I mean, I can't say I'm like, oh man, I love Roman Reigns now. Like, I'm still just like whatever about him. But when he got back, obviously, like that was a really cool moment for him to be able to come out and say like he was already in remission. Like nobody should have to go through that shit. And then he's just been kind of a normal character on the wrestling show. Like he's not been built as this, hey, he's our next top guy kind of thing. It's just been like, oh, here's Roman Reigns. Like it's a little bit easier to digest than like, oh, here's the John Cena of the 2010s. Look at him and cheer him for everything. And it's not been that. So it's been nice.
Until the Royal Rumble this year.
Well, yeah, I mean,
next year. I mean,
Brock Lesnar's already back and he already has the title. So, whatever. You just can't trust wrestling to change for too long. Although next week, not to do a wrestling minute this early in the show, they are doing a reunion show on Monday Night Raw with such names as the Boogeyman coming to the show.
What?
Yeah, Eric Bischoff. You might have heard of him.
Never heard of him. I have read his novel though.
Kevin Nash, Scott Hall. You know those fine gentlemen, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're also going to be there. Ric Flair, who's probably not dead, is going to be there.
Is this like a ratings ploy? Is that all this is?
Yeah, this is the USA Network going like, yo, dude, this has not been good. You need to fix it. Let's do this.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're the ones that apparently called everybody and were like, hey, we're going to do this. You should come out. Here's the full list of people coming to this. Booker T, the Boogeyman, Christian, not Edge, Devon Dudley, not Bubba Ray, Eric Bischoff, The Godfather, Hulk Hogan, Shane Hurricane Helms, Jerry Lawler, Jimmy Hart, Kelly Kelly, Kevin Nash, Kurt Angle, Mark Henry, Mick Foley, Ric Flair, Rikishi, Road Dogg, not with Billy Gunn, Ron Simmons with no JBL, Santino Marella, Scott Hall, Sean Waltman, aka Six Pac, aka the Six, 1 2 3 Kid, X-Pac, I mean whatever, 1,000 other names. Sergeant Slaughter, who's apparently still alive, Shawn Michaels, Sid Vicious, and I don't know that I've seen Sid Vicious in a decade.
Man, that guy sucked back then.
He can't look good. Triple H, which is a weird thing to ploy because he fucking works for the company like Road Dogg does, but whatever. Ted DiBiase Sr., nice they have to get that designation because clearly it wouldn't be Junior. And then, of course, the biggest name, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
No Rock.
I would have bet money that Jimmy Hart was dead.
He's definitely still alive and can still talk at quite a rate and does not sound like he's dying like The Undertaker does every time The Undertaker cuts a promo. Yeah, no Rock, but the rumor going around is USA is really trying to figure out a way to get The Rock on there. So we'll see what happens.
Well, he's not doing Jumanji anymore. So,
well, here's the thing: I just listed up 15 people, 20 people. For a 3-hour show that you're going to somehow feature plus a normal wrestling show, like that's not going to work.
So are these people wrestling or they're just
they're just going to like, hey, hi, how you remember me? I'm cool. Yeah, like that's all it's going to be.
It's too bad the Fabulous Moolah is not around anymore.
Like, really would have brought in the ratings.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't redo the angle that you did the last time when Stone Cold opened the show, stunned McMahon, and walked out. Like that was the best part of that Raw 25th anniversary or whatever it was.
Should bring back the oddities, the ICP in there.
They had the
Might as well.
oddities not maybe 5 years ago fight the Usos on SmackDown one time.
Did they win?
Fuck no.
How they looking?
Odd.
Old.
Oh man.
Very old. All right, that's out of your wrestling stuff. Anything else you guys want to talk about before we get into whatever Ralph has for the news? Then it's time for the news.
The news.
Ralph, tell me about it.
I'll tell you about some news. I should have did some news this week. No, I got some.
There's one really big piece, but other than that,
the big one. You want the big one first?
No. I want you to tease me first with all the small things.
Okay, there's no small things. They're all big. The biggest one is the Cuphead animated series
That's
coming to Netflix. I don't know if that's the biggest one, but it's pretty awesome.
I'm pretty into that.
Yeah, it seems like a good idea.
I don't know. I watched 2 or 3 episodes of that Castlevania show, the second season, because I never went back and watched that. Watched that the other day. That's still real good. So Cuphead show, I mean, I like that animation style. I'm not really sure what you would do plot-wise, but I'm sure I'm good with it. I like that old animation style.
Yeah, they may have to introduce some new characters. I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens. I'm into it.
Yeah, I'm good. You think we're going to get, I mean, the big question is voice acting. Do we get full-on voice acting, voiced characters, or do we just get, pointing one word here, one word there kind of thing?
Is it the talking?
Yeah, like it just has like a screen come up that's just like black with just like words on it.
Right, like really, really old-timey.
Yeah, I don't know. They'll probably talk.
I would think so. I'm good either way. I'm into that.
Yeah, I mean that's a good idea, I think. Yeah. Luigi's Mansion 3 got a release date. Halloween.
That's so perfect.
And that's a Thursday, which is weird.
Yeah, I looked that up too. It's strange.
But I mean, I guess it makes sense. Well, I guess I don't know. They wanted it out on Halloween.
Good marketing ploy.
I'd rather have it before so I can play it a little bit before Halloween, but whatever. It's fine.
You don't want Luigi jumping all over your Jason rewatch or your Freddy rewatch or what?
You gotta be in the right mood for some of those Jason movies. There's really not much to them.
Hills Have Eyes while you're playing Luigi's Mansion 3.
And then
watching House of Wax or what?
The Hills Have is there a third Hills Have Eyes?
I don't know. I saw the remake and that thing was shit. I didn't like it.
And they have really awkward. I can't remember. I don't remember if it's the original or the remake, but one of them, maybe both, have really awkward rape scenes that are hard to watch. So I've seen both of those once, and I will probably never see them again.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember at all when I saw it.
Not as bad as The Last House on the Left. Like that movie's something else.
The original or the remake?
The original.
I think I saw the remake and it sucked, but I figured it would.
You should give the original at least one watch. It's definitely, for the time that it came out, it's pretty crazy that it's a thing.
Yeah, I'd watch it. I probably never will, but I would. How about some more news? How about a Nintendo Switch Lite? How do you feel about that? No? $200?
I don't like the colors.
September 20th. It's got a 5.5-inch touchscreen compared to their regular Switch's 6.2-inch. The Joy-Con controllers are bound to the system, so you can't pull that shit off. You cannot connect it to a TV either, I don't believe.
Certain games won't work with it.
Yeah, goodbye Super Mario Party. He ain't gonna work on this shit.
Nope.
1-2 Switch? Nah.
Gone,
I mean, nobody's gonna play that anyway.
No.
No HD rumble in it. No IR motion camera. I don't know, but it has an actual D-pad, unlike the Switch.
I think $200 for this is still too expensive, in my opinion.
Probably, but I don't think people will do the math to realize it is.
I think 175, 150 would have been great. I think $200 based on the features you're losing, or vice versa, the features that you would gain to buy the $300 version makes no fucking sense when you could spend $300 for a bundle that gets you usually a game or two, or when they have that the sale, Amazon Prime days, I think you could buy a $300 Switch and like it would give you like a $35 Nintendo card or some shit like that. Like,
Yeah.
There's no point to me in this system being that expensive. And I understand that certain people, certain segments of the world or the population that don't have a Switch are like, perfect, $200 done. But I mean, I bought a Switch on Facebook for $200. Like it's not hard to find a good deal that can get you a full Switch. I think this is overpriced. And then for them to, not to steal your thunder, then for them to turn around and announce not even a week later, oh, we're also upgrading the battery life on the regular Switch. Like, it just gives you one more reason to buy a regular Switch.
Well, the Switch Lite will also have a better battery than the Switch now. I don't know if it's better than that upcoming.
I think it's the same.
With the newer Switch models. It probably is.
I think it was 4.5 to 6. That's the new one, right?
I think so. I don't know.
Or 4 to 6. 4 to 6.5, maybe.
The bigger one that they just said is supposed to last up to 9 hours.
Oh, so maybe I'm thinking 6 to 9.
Well, yeah. I think it depended on the game, because Nintendo said Breath of the Wild would go for 5.5 hours. So I don't know. I don't understand what game goes for 9. Probably 1-2 Switch, which nobody would play for 9 hours.
When do you even have 9 hours to sit there and play something portably?
When you got 1-2 Switch.
Like maybe if you're on a plane or something.
I mean, I've had some times where I've played the Switch till it's dead, but obviously that's with the shorter battery. So I've sat outside with the kids while they were jumping on the trampoline or playing or whatever, and I'm just out there playing whatever the fuck. And Katana Zero, I think, was the biggest example. And I had the Switch die me a couple different times.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm all for them having newer models at the same price and that don't look any different but have a better battery. Like, I mean, I think that's cool.
I do like the colors personally. I think the colors of the Nintendo Switch Lite look awesome. It really makes me I wish that was a thing. I know you can buy faceplates and shit like that or customizable Switches. A lot of people do that, but I wish that was just an option for the regular Switch. The other thing that, and this is really dumb, the other thing I really like is that they're using the Lite name still, like from the DS Lite era to now the Nintendo Switch Lite, and I don't know why that amuses me so much, but it does.
I don't know. That's a good pull.
It's just it's a branding.
I almost feel like Lite comes across possibly negatively, though. You know, like it's the diet version of
a Switch, right?
Switch. I mean, nobody probably thinks that, so it's fine. I'm sure it'll still fine.
I'm sure it will too. I think you'll move units with people during the holidays that want to spend $100 less or whatever it may be. I think the benefit you're getting for spending that $100 is a lot more worth your time than saving it, in my opinion.
Yeah, I guess I would just feel like I would, like, I don't know, if I had the ability to play it portably or connect to a TV,
I would want it on a TV.
I'd want both. I wouldn't want one.
You're correct.
I'd at least want the option. So
I think the big thing that this is geared towards is probably, children, right? Like nowadays, especially kids have tablets, they're running around everywhere. There's nothing they really care about on the television necessarily. Like, yes, I mean, my kids obviously play games and stuff like that, but if I gave them a Switch that they could play on their own that was portable, they would never care about playing it on a TV because they could take it and pass back and forth and all that shit. So geared towards children in like a tablet era like we're in, I guess it makes sense. But to lose that option to be able to dock it somewhere to a television really weirds me out.
Yeah, I mean, and they got, Pokemon Sword and Shield comes out this year, and they got like Pokemon Sword and Shield versions of the Switch Lite, I believe. That's what I saw. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe they're thinking Pokemon players don't give a shit about playing on a TV anyway because they never really have.
Well,
besides, let's go.
Think about it this way, too, because, Ralph, I remember when the 2DS first came out, you and I were both like, I am all about a 2DS because I don't give a fuck about that 3DS. But the form factor of it was a giant turnoff. Like, nobody wants that uncollapsible
the
device.
door wedge.
Yeah,
that's what
like
somebody called it.
just fucking stupid. So
Yeah.
when they're like, oh, here's what you really want, it's a 2DS XL, like it took them another revision, but they got there, right? They got something that everyone would want versus a very segmented piece of the population. And maybe that's what they'll do here somehow is, hey, here's the first rendition of a Nintendo Switch Lite, but maybe down the line they'll do it differently. They'll do something more to entice you to buy this portable only device. And I don't know what that would be, whether it'd be better performance or what, but maybe they'll get there with it.
They'll make the screen fold in half.
Sure. Fuck. Whatever, dude.
That's the way to go.
Yep. Ryan does not care.
About either of those models, yeah. No, I don't care.
He's got a Switch. He don't care.
Yeah.
I'm kind of the same way. I mean, I don't know. If something was totally fucked with mine, I'd wait for the one with the better battery life, and get another one. But I don't know. Mine seems fine, except the Joy-Cons. Man, I was playing Mario Kart the other day, 3 players, and I don't know if you remember when we were playing at Derek's house that one time, and I was using a Joy-Con, and my cart kept just veering to the left into a wall randomly.
Perfect.
That shit still happens. That Joy-Con drift is real.
That's a problem.
Don't play Mario Kart with just Joy-Cons.
No, we play with
not that I want to, but
we play Pro Controller and just pass the controller back and forth.
That's smart.
It works. It works better.
That shit's annoying. That's all I got for the news.
8-bit,
probably missed something.
8-bit Dough is. I just found out today they're releasing a controller in August or September that works for the Switch or PC, and it looks like this. I know the audience cannot hear this, but it's super Nintendo colored and kind of looks like a PlayStation controller a little bit, and also the Pro controller to a degree. But I was kind of into that, and it's only $50.
They have some currently. I think that one has like programmable buttons.
Yeah, button layout. I don't know if settings.
So I don't know if the ones they have out now have the handles. It may just be like a Super Nintendo controller, but with 2 sticks.
Like, I've got the wireless one that I bought for the Super Nintendo or the SNES Classic. I bought one that's just the SNES controller. There's no obvious toggles. But yeah, I'm kind of into that. I kind of like the way that looks. And for $50, that's not bad.
Yeah, it had pretty good battery life too. I don't remember what it was, but it was a lot.
Yeah.
That was like 90 hours. I don't know if that's right.
It's a fucking lot, is what it is. It's like a goddamn 3DS battery where it's just like, oh, this fucking thing still works 3 months after I've used it last.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't know if I've got anything else that I grabbed. The TurboGrafx 16 mini release date got revealed.
Yeah. Amazon exclusive.
Yep. Ralph, I know you were really toying around with the idea of getting one of those. Ryan, what are you feeling like maybe picking one of them up?
No, I like the TurboGrafx is like the 3DO to me. Or I know nothing about it. I couldn't tell you a TurboGrafx 16 game.
So sad.
Not even one, man.
No, I remember seeing ads of that Army Man game for 3DO, but I don't remember seeing anything about TurboGrafx 16. God
damn it!
I mean, it's got the thing that's weird is it has like 20-something US games and 20-something Japanese games. So like Rondo of Blood, that Castlevania game, came out originally on TurboGrafx. It only came out in Japan. So this thing will have the Japanese version on it. So I don't know. That's about the only reason I really wanted to buy it. But I don't know if I will or not.
$100 seems a little expensive.
What's a PC Engine for that one? I don't know.
Yeah. PC Engine. I don't know.
It's personally like that name more than TurboGrafx, but I didn't know about either one of those when I was a kid.
I mean, Americans care all about them graphics.
They do, all 16 of them. Do you give a shit about PCs? Oh, sorry. Donkey Kong 3 or Wrecking Crew? Do you care about either of those?
No, Donkey Kong 3 fucking blows.
Oh, man.
What happened?
You insulted Donkey Kong, and
he's out.
He rage quit. I don't know what happened to him.
I don't know, man. Donkey Kong 3.
Oh,
I didn't even know Donkey Kong. I didn't even know Donkey Kong 3 existed, except for within the last 10 years, and it is not good. I don't like it.
Well, when is Tropical Freeze gonna go on sale? Because what the fuck? I've been trying to buy that for over a year now. It's always $50.
I mean, you get the Wii U version for like nothing at GameStop probably now.
I can't do that. Can't. My Wii's not even hooked up.
Mine's not either.
Happened. That was
I
weird.
know. We thought you rage quit when you said Donkey Kong. So
It said that my computer went to sleep, and so it killed the call. But my computer definitely didn't go to sleep, so I'm not really sure. Anyway, yeah, Donkey Kong 3, Wrecking Crew. Give a shit about those going to the online.
Now I've got online now because I got it so I can upload and download Mario Maker levels. Because apparently you had to have it to do that.
what system did that come out on first? Donkey Kong 3?
Oh, Donkey Kong 3?
No.
Arcade.
Probably arcade.
NES, I guess. Otherwise,
okay. Wasn't one of them on Game Boy?
There's what they call Donkey Kong 94, which is like the very first Donkey Kong, except with extra levels. That's on Game Boy.
Okay.
That Batman Arkham collection that with all 3 of the games, that's coming out in September. I know we have all played those, so it doesn't really matter, but that's coming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's another way to make money off that, I guess. Whatever.
New Ape Escape,
ready for the Twilight Batman. Yeah.
New Ape Escape game might be coming, as well as a new Super Monkey Ball.
There is a new Super Monkey Ball that got confirmed, but it's a HD.
Is that the iPhone game?
It was a Wii game, Banana Blitz.
Okay.
Which I don't think I ever played that one because you had to use the Wii remote, and that's not a good thing to use for a monkey ball game.
No one wants to do that.
Well, I don't know about Ape Escape. A lot of monkey-related things, though.
Yeah, that's weird. The last thing I think I've got is they showed more pictures of The Witcher coming to Netflix.
Oh,
including the horse, and people are like, "Oh my god, it's Roach! Holy shit!"
Yeah, is he gonna die?
Yeah, I mean, it's one whatever, doesn't matter. All of them are Roach, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I mean, do they show Yennefer or anybody?
Yeah, those they showed
the horse.
Yeah,
unicorn, right?
No fucking yet, but they did show. I think it was.
There has to be banging in that. Like, there's no way that they're gonna have a Witcher show without.
They gotta have some banging. Henry Cavill and his CGI'd off mustache, definitely banging motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. The Witcher. I mean, sure, whatever. They're really on their kick of video game programming though. So whatever.
People must be watching it.
I mean, yeah. Did you guys watch the season 3? Have you guys even watched Stranger Things? I forget if we've had this discussion.
I made it through part of season 2, and I've seen the 2.5 episodes of season 3.
Ralph, is that not a you thing?
I guess I'd probably give it a chance. I've just never seen it.
That first
and the music.
The first season's really good. I think that second season was a little bit more of a slog, and we'd never finished it. And so season 3 came out, and I was like, okay, we should probably, if we're gonna do this, we need to watch obviously season 2. And so we finished season 2, and we're almost through season 3 at this point. And it's still, they really do a good job of capturing that like 80s vibe of living, right? Like, so the season 3 takes place in 85, and just, I don't know, the hair, the clothes, the music, the scenery, like the big thing this year is that it's a big mall, and it's just funny to see because, like, I mean, yeah,
sure. Where did the zombies happen?
Starcourt is what the mall's called, and that's just a good mall name.
Hell yeah!
I don't know. Season 3 of Stranger Things pretty good.
Yeah, it started off with her and that kid making out.
Yeah,
and I forgot how much she looked like a boy, so I was like, "Whoa!" They're starting things off with a bang.
Man is like, "Is that another dude?" And I'm like, "No, motherfucker, that's 11."
Yeah, I forgot how much she looks.
11 like. Dudes.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. 37 in a row. Yeah. If you haven't got a chance, check that out. It's been pretty good. I'm trying to think of, not that we talk about what we've been watching, but I've watched a lot of Stranger Things recently. And for some reason, we're rewatching that 70s show. Don't ask me.
Hey, whatever. We've been watching the shit out of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and I don't know why.
I want to watch that show so bad, but we just haven't.
It's fine. It's jumped the shark like several times, so I see why it got canceled. I guess it got brought back.
NBC.
Yep, yeah,
NBC saved it.
It's got some problems, but
it seems like it would be a your kind of show, but in very few episodes.
No, it's got. I mean, I probably laugh every episode. It's just some of them are like, "Why did you think this was a good idea for an episode?" But that's what happens with sitcoms, I guess, when they have to have so many episodes in a season.
Yeah. That's the nice thing about like with the Stranger Things. I didn't realize that it had been 2 years between seasons. I was like, oh shit, we really waited that long to watch season 2. 2 fucking years. That was crazy to me.
Yeah,
But it's good. I mean, that the kids are growing up, and so like it just makes for better acting all around.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
A lot of bowl cuts.
I think that's it for the news. Yeah, a lot of bowl cuts, a lot of really bad bowl cuts, and long hair and weirdness. There's an episode called the Mall Rats, and that got me really excited.
Nice. Also,
we're gonna get the trailer for the Jay and Silent Bob reboot at Comic-Con. I think it's Saturday. Is that his channel? That's what he's calling the new Jay and Silent Bob movie.
Why is it a reboot?
He's just making fun of all the reboots and remakes that Hollywood has made in the last whatever.
Okay, because they're gonna look old.
Yeah, so they apparently recast in the movie. They recast Blunt Man and Chronic as Chronic. Blunt Man, I don't know. One of them is being played by a woman, and so like that's like the big thing is they're with the remake. I don't know. The trailer, like I said, we'll see the trailer Saturday or Sunday, but I'm kind of excited about that. As the resident Kevin Smith-aholic.
Man, I loved Kevin Smith while I was in high school, and then he's like disappointed me ever since.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of things was disappointing me since high school, but that's just life.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true. Yep.
All right, well, why don't we move into what we have been playing? And Ryan from Hell, why don't you tell me what you have been playing these last couple of weeks?
A lot of Bloodstained, mostly Bloodstained.
You really like that game a lot.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It is very good. I was worried that it's going to be hard, and there are parts of it that are hard, but at some point you just get to a spot in the game where you are way too powerful for anything, and it's definitely not hard. It's mostly just the fun of exploring and I don't know, the crafting stuff and creating new items is actually pretty cool because the items, like there's a shitload of weapons, tons of shards. A lot of reason to go back and fight enemies to collect stuff that they drop. And there's just so many different ways that you can actually, like the combat's not overly difficult once you get to a certain point, but there's so many different combinations of things that you can do, and they don't even care if some of them are worthless, like the chair thing that, I'm talking about. They just put it in there so you can do it.
I didn't even know you could kill a chair, but like my familiar that was following me like murdered the chair I was sitting in, and then a shard came out that like blew my mind. Yeah. It's like throw a chair down. Like, great, I'm gonna do that a lot.
So it's pretty cool that they put that much time into doing all that. Like there's some, like I didn't use every weapon, not even close. I definitely didn't use every shard, but it's neat that they have that in there. There's so much variety. It makes things feel like it's more worth getting them, just because of how unique they are. But yeah, it definitely has like some weird parts. Like it's not. I can't. Like, it's hard for me to tell like if stuff just looks a little weird or if they're trying to make it look older. Like the backgrounds when they do the rotation stuff, where it's like all 2D, and then they'll try to like show that you're curving around something. And those look a little weird, but I can't tell if they're doing that on purpose because it used to look like that with those older games, or if it just looks weird because they couldn't. I mean, I don't know. They couldn't figure it out. I have no idea.
I just thought it looked weird personally, but yeah.
I didn't really run into too many issues. There was a couple of glitches that I ran into. Only one of them kind of broke something, and that was like, if you get into a corner, it makes it so that I couldn't get out of the corner unless I slid out of the corner. And then when I would do that near water, I could no longer jump. So I was just stuck in the water until I got to a certain point in the game. So that happened to me a couple times, but that was like the worst of it. Other than the glitched achievement for getting all the other achievements.
Have you noticed, I guess I don't know if this would happen with the Xbox version, I noticed it both in the PS4 and Switch versions. Like if you say you kill like a bat and then it drops a it drops like that small webbing shit all the time, like crafting items. If the bag like gets stuck on the side of a wall, like you can't pick it up.
Yeah, you have to like wait for a while because eventually it'll just like it'll get stuck and glitch there, and it does nothing when you go near it. But then if you wait for a while, it just automatically opens and you get the item.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, but if you don't wait and leave, then yeah, you just lose whatever's in that bag. But
Yeah, that happens a lot to me.
Yeah, same here. But the music is really really good. Yeah, that was probably one of the better parts of the game is the music. But yeah, I mean the bosses are pretty cool too. But it is kind of funny because like you talking about how you killed that first boss in 2 hits on New Game Plus. I had to go through New Game Plus to get an achievement that I missed because I got it offline originally. And yeah, you just go into a boss fight and it's a few hits and just over.
It's nothing.
But,
yeah. I mean, I'm already so not to take over, but I'm playing through it on Switch and I'm like 80 something percent through on the Switch version and it's taken me like 8 hours and I think it took me 17 or 18 to finish the PS4 version. So that's quite a difference. Like if you know what you're doing, I guess, then that game is pretty short.
And then also like there's a lot of shards, and if you max them out for their rank, you get like a permanent stat that you can turn on and off, which is kind of cool. I didn't do it for anywhere close to all the shards, but some of them I did it too, and then it gives you a permanent stat that you can turn on and off.
I don't think I've maxed one out yet. That's cool.
Yeah. But because I noticed like there's that detective shard that helps me see stuff, and there was a regenerating one, and I switched to the regenerating one, but the detective shard was still on, and it was because it actually became a stat that I could turn on and off, so I don't even actually have to use the detective shard to get the benefits from it.
Oh,
which is
that's
cool.
awesome.
Yeah, it's a little distracting sometimes because I don't know if this is a glitch or not, but sometimes the little green circle that is around that's supposed to show you where its radius that it's looking at, it just doesn't show up, but it's still working. It doesn't show up. So,
I don't know, like what familiar did you use mostly?
I was that night, and then I would switch to the fairy sometimes because there were like fairy healing items that it made it sound like only that fairy could use.
Yeah.
So, but I didn't use any of the other ones.
I used the night all through my PS4 playthrough, and like so on the Switch when I'm playing through this version, I don't know, not to toot GameSack's horn, but GameSack put out a review of Bloodstained, and well, that's how I found out that if you type in 8 megapower as your file name, you'll get the GameSack strip as a weapon, which is fucking bizarre. But so in that he was using that Dola hammer or whatever the hell it is. It looks like a Medusa. And if you keep like so it'll just follow you around, but if you keep upgrading that, you'll just keep getting more and more of them. And he had like 3 in that GameSack review of Bloodstained, but I've got 5 following me now. And holy shit, that game chugs when all 5 of them are on screen. And then like you'll like walk into a room and just like half of them will disappear, and they may slowly come back, but they may not come back at all. But that's pretty awesome. Like it makes stuff a lot easier too when all those things are following you and fucking stuff up.
Yeah, there's like the parts that I struggle with the most is like as you're exploring it and going through there, you kind of just forget about parts of the map. So then you'll run into a spot where like you need to try to progress. And the thing isn't really that difficult to figure out. You just kind of forgot about that part of the map. So it takes a while to remember. And like, I don't think I would ever found that that suit of armor you need later on unless I looked it up, because I was not thinking I need to go back to that area and look.
I mean, I figured it was like I had to invert myself. I just had no idea where, and I looked that up too because I'm like, I don't want to spend an hour looking for this damn thing.
Yeah. So that's the only parts that really felt a little frustrating. But Other than that, though, like just exploring the map's fun on its own, so it's not too terrible to have to go around and try to figure some stuff out. And they tried to give you tips whenever you go back and talk to them in that kind of like village area. Yeah. But I don't know. I think it's a lot of fun. Most of the time, it ran pretty well, but there's some like times where like there's a giant fight scene on the tower that started chugging, and then that one with the guy with all the poker chips.
Yeah, I'm interested. I haven't gotten to that in the Switch version yet, so I'm interested to see how that runs.
Yeah.
But yeah, because that was pretty rough on PS4 Pro, and you're on Xbox One X, so yeah.
Yeah, and I think like my character level right now is probably like 75 or 76, so it's like really high. So nothing is really a challenge. It's just, but yeah, I don't know. I might have to turn it back on when they fix that achievement, just so I can finally get that last one to unlock. It's still at 0%. Nobody can unlock it.
That's weird.
So, and I don't think it's an issue on PS4. I think that people have no trouble unlocking the platinum on PS4. So I don't know what's going on.
So do you know what it is?
Oh, what this achievement is? Oh yeah, it's called like Overlord or something. It's supposed to be the equivalent of the platinum on PS4.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know when or why people started doing this, but for some reason, people when they're making their games, not everybody does this, but some people keep the platinum trophy and put it on Xbox as an achievement. So you have to unlock all the achievements to unlock that achievement, which is kind of strange because it's not really like having a platinum where you can see I have these many platinums. So I don't really know why they do that. You should probably just not include it.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. So I was wondering, like, you said you put something in and you got something for that, an achievement. I think there's an achievement towards the end of the game that you unlock that you might have unlocked by putting in that thing earlier than people who don't, or that aren't a backer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because there's an achievement that I got towards the end of the game that the way it's worded sounds like it would also be something that could potentially lock if you were a backer and you put in that code early.
Yeah, because it was like, thank you for something.
Yeah.
I wonder, because like in the Switch version, you can put that backer ID in also, and I don't know what the hell that's going to do. Make the game crash? I don't know.
Yeah, it's going to make the water look better. Have you run into any water yet on the Switch?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'm used to how it looks now. So everything, it looks fine. I think it looks better. Well, it looks better to my eyes in handheld mode.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. Yeah. Maybe just because everything's smaller, so it's not as noticeable. But,
yeah, I wonder if parts of the water look better. It's just that one specific part that he was showing in the Digital Foundry thing. It was water. There wasn't really that much water, and there was mud, so it just looked like you couldn't see any water. It just looked like weird mud. But I think there's other parts where there's more water in it. I don't know how that. He never showed any of those.
Yeah, I never did watch that Digital Foundry video. I meant to.
Yeah, it's mostly just him talking about how good it is. Except for how I think he even thought the Switch. They made it sound like they thought the Switch version was mostly okay. It's just there's some weird input lag, but.
Yeah, I got used to that, but I know at first that was weird. But they're supposed to be patching that soon, at least.
As soon as it gets patched, I'll probably pick it up. So I don't.
You could just get the PS4 version. Why not?
That's not really what I want to do, though.
I think the PS4 version has the most stable frame rate, the most stable performance. So if you really want that, I think the PS4 one is the one to go.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Where the Xbox One X one is native 4K, but it's not as stable as the PS4 one.
We'll see. I do want to play this fucking game. Like the way that you guys talk about it, the passion you have for it, clearly you saying how great it is, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but we have a thing at the end of the year that we talk about the best games, and so this is probably going to be on the list somewhere. So I figured I should probably play this.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you're going to like it or not. Honestly,
That's
fine.
You can't miss the map though. Like
That's true.
you can't miss it.
Listen, as long as I can look up what to do and not get confused, I'll probably be okay.
Guarantee. Like it's all already there on the internet. The only thing that's going to confuse you is this one room with a bunch of music boxes. I'm not sure.
I don't know what to do in that room.
Yeah, I don't know if it does anything.
Sure.
I tried looking to see or Googling it, and I didn't find anything about that room yet. But who knows? Maybe.
Ryan, why don't you tell me about Spyro? If there's much to say, I mean Spyro.
Yeah, I don't think I like those games. Like I don't know how. Like I know they put that collection out, and maybe they'll try to make another one, but I don't know. Like how would they make another? How would they make one of those?
I wouldn't. Those games are probably the right ones to have on a collection. The other ones are not that good.
I can see from playing it that it's definitely going to bring back nostalgia for people who played it before. But
lots of that.
They made a new one. I don't think that would work very well. It's just a lot of open spaces, collecting gems.
I think you could do something with it. I think you could do something with it and change it up a little bit and have it be fun. But yeah, I mean, having just the behind the back camera platformer thing is probably not something that's going to sell gangbusters in 2019.
Yeah, and that supercharged jump, that was so frustrating in the treetop.
Yeah, they were.
I could not tell if I would have the timing right or wrong. I just kept doing it until eventually it worked. Because you have to I think you have to jump right at the end of the platform in order to get the actual jump. And if you don't, then you just go right into the cliff and
die.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that was so frustrating.
Did you finish that first game, or did you not even finish the first game?
I have. I'm on the second to last world in the first game.
Yeah.
So
I finished that first one, started playing the second one, and stopped. Not because I don't want to play it, but it's just like I've got my fill of Spyro for now. I'm gonna move on.
Yeah, and I'm guessing the second and third have more going on than the first one.
Way more going on. Better mechanics, I think, and just it definitely upgrades itself with the time.
Yeah, because really this first one seems like it's mostly just kind of running around, collecting gems, and then occasionally solving some platform puzzles. But
running into some dudes, smashing their ass.
Yeah, Spyro's he's way into that.
He's a horny dude.
Yeah, he's got
he's not into ass smashing.
And then it looks like you picked up Metro Exodus finally. What did you get? When it picked $35?
No, I was originally gonna wait till it got dropped to 20, and then it dropped to 30, and I thought, screw it, I'm just gonna buy it.
Sure. I'm still waiting on that 20 drop.
I bought that and Plague.
Did you buy a Plague Tale Innocence?
Yeah, and I did the. So basically, what happened was Walmart did their sale a day before Prime Day.
Yeah,
and Amazon matched it, and I was just going to buy both of them on Amazon, but I was afraid I was going to get the PEGI versions. So
yeah, that's scary. I don't want that in my life.
So I ordered both of them on Walmart while I was standing in Walmart, and because the Walmart one, obviously, like the inside, the prices didn't match the website, so I didn't want to deal with any of the stuff that Derek had to deal with, so I just ordered them while I was in there.
Yep.
I could see both there. Only one of them was ready for in-store pickup, so that was Metro. So I got that like an hour after I ordered it.
Right.
And then I had to wait.
Did you leave and come back, or did you just wander around to Walmart?
I did. I left and came back. I went to like McDonald's and got something and came back because I figured that'd be enough time for them to get it ready. But what's funny is like they had the same thing that you ran into where like I ordered a Plague, saw that was a Plague was there in the store.
Yep.
But they
wouldn't do
that version. They had to ship a copy to the store for me to
so fucking stupid.
Which I did today. I picked it up today. So
fucking. I really want to play. I mean, I do want to play at Metro. Like I was really hot on Metro when we saw it at E3 2 years ago. I was like, okay, this game looks great. I've never played any of those games. This looks cool. But something about a Plague Tale gives me and I don't know why, because I'm sure it's not even close to kind of the same game, obviously, but the vibes it gives me from watching some trailers is Hellblade-esque. So it gives me some like very heavy story focused kind of mentality, and I'm way into that. So, but 35 seemed, because was that what it was? 35 bucks?
That's what it was when I bought it, which I was hoping for 30 or 20.
Yeah,
but
35 is still a little hot for my blood, so I got to wait a little longer.
But that Metro game looks really nice. It feels and plays very much like the other two, which for me is not really a good thing.
Are they very linear? I can't remember. We talked about this before.
The first two are.
I know this one's supposed to be open world, right?
Sort of, not really.
Right, yeah.
You're on a train and you go to like an environment, and that area is kind of a small open area for you to do some side stuff, mostly regular story missions. And it's kind of just like a road trip type thing where you have your crew, you're getting out of Moscow, and you're stopping at places along the way trying to find some type of civilization, and you encounter a bunch of weird shit on the way. So most of that's kind of fine. Like the weird stuff you run into is fine, but the characters are not really that great. Man, they have like, there's this one scene in the train where your girlfriend is there. Oh, no, I think it's his wife. I think they're actually married. And he's like talking to her and has his arm on her shoulder. And his hands they do not look human at all. They look like some beast monster hands. I don't know who modeled that dude's hands, but it was very disturbing to look at his hand just sitting there on her shoulder. It did not look human. So, but I mean, most of like the environments look really nice. The world looks really nice. I just don't like the way the game plays. It's very slow, very clunky. It really tries to emphasize the survival stuff in a way that doesn't necessarily feel that fun to me, but I'll still play through it. Might as well pay $30 for it. Might as well see what happens.
I want to check them out. Like I said, I want to play both of those games before the year is up. And thankfully we have another 5 months before that happens, and plenty of time for more price drops. So yeah, I'm good.
It'd be nice if it has a lot of crafting stuff too, but the stuff you craft just isn't really interesting. So if that was more interesting, that might make it a little better. But.
Sure. Is that everything you played, sir? I think that's everything.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. Ryan is done. Ralph, you are up. I think you already talked a little bit about Bloodstained. Anything else you want to touch on?
I haven't finished Bloodstained yet on Switch, but that's my plan.
You'll have beaten it twice, owned it twice, soon to buy it on the Xbox, right? Just because.
I could borrow my dad's Xbox version.
Has he beaten it yet? Have we talked about that? Has he beaten it yet?
He's beaten it once. He's doing a new game plus, and he's over halfway through. On
is he liking it a lot?
He doesn't like it as good as Symphony of the Night.
I'm sure. I understand.
He's finished Symphony of the Night like over a dozen times. Like he knows where everything is.
Clearly his game of everything forever, always.
It must be. Yeah.
Fuck a Mario.
Yeah. He liked Bloodstained, but he doesn't love it. I like it better than he does, but it is what it is.
Did he fight OD?
I told him about that. I don't know if he did that yet or not. Yeah. OD. Super Mario Maker 2. Played that some more.
Oh man.
I don't know. I think I'm over it.
So when you played the first one, I don't know if I don't remember that far back because my memory sucks. When that first one came out, did you have similar feelings of me of like, I don't want to build levels, I just want to play levels. But then as you played levels, you're like, yeah, I don't think I want to do this either.
I've always just wanted to build levels.
Okay.
Like, I don't know. It seems like most levels I play are just like someone makes it way too fucking hard. Like that the video you sent us of someone making a tiny addition to World 1-1 from the original Super Mario Brothers. Or it's just like something like gimmicky.
Like, I like the idea of somebody being able to be creative, but being creative and being an asshole don't have to be the same thing.
No. And like, I don't know if I'm just not like digging this right now because I haven't had any good ideas for levels. because I'm just trying to like redo ones I made in this first Super Mario Maker.
Sure.
And like the story mode in this game, like
Not great.
I don't know. It's just like you're just playing through levels that Nintendo has made, which is fine, but I'd just rather play like a new real Mario game. It just feels kind of disjointed.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get that game or play it, but I like watching people play it.
That was, yeah.
I watch the like most of the people I'm watching is like the people who did the Kaizo stuff, where they're doing the super insane difficult levels, and like Nintendo doesn't make levels like that like at all. So I wouldn't be playing any of this stuff anyway.
My whole,
like, I don't know. It's just strange. Like if Nintendo puts out another Mario game, the levels are going to be nothing like what these people do.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
I think the thing that intrigues me is always like you're taking mechanics that we all know. Like we all know what a fucking Mario game is, right? And they're able to flip it in a way that just sometimes blows your fucking mind. Like that is a thing you can do. Like what? And so I'm intrigued by that, but to say exactly what Ryan said, I would, and I'm much happier on the outside looking in. If there was just a like, and yes, I know Twitch exists, but if I could find someone that I really enjoyed watching that streamed this game a lot, I would just turn that on all the time and just watch them play levels.
Grand Blue Bear is pretty good.
I haven't, yeah. The only person I've watched has just been Patrick, just because I want to watch him play Dan's Nightmare level and watch him die a bunch, because I really get a lot of joy out of that. But I watched somebody finish Dan's Trapped Under Ice level, and that was really cool, because just the ideas and the mechanics that people come up with are very intriguing. But I am not that creative, and I don't ever want to pretend that I will be.
What's funny though, is did you try any of the multiplayer, Ralph?
No, not yet.
Yeah, it's pretty.
I probably should.
I've watched people play it, and
I heard it was bad.
Well, it depends on your internet connection. If you're playing with somebody who's got a shitty ass internet connection, you're just lagging the whole time, and sometimes it's probably not fun to play that, but it's hilarious to watch people trying to play on the internet and the lag just being horrible. But yeah, it is kind of crazy, especially some of the levels that they come up with the multiplayer stuff. You have to design those a little bit different. Some of the ones that I've seen people play have been pretty creative.
They've been doing like, Ralph, you seen a lot of those 20-second levels?
No.
So like that's like the hot thing right now, is just making a level that you have to like, that you only have 20 seconds on the clock and you have to run through it and do stuff. And I don't know, again, the ideas that these people come up with in the community are awesome, but again, I'd much rather sit there and watch it in a video form than I would ever attempt to be part of that community.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there was like
I also want Super Mario 2.
It's never going to happen. Well, I don't know that. I mean, I feel like I felt the same way about the first Mario Maker when it came out. Like I was just kind of like, I don't know. And then eventually something struck and I got way into it.
Thunderstruck, yeah.
No. You talking about that Kevin Durant movie?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh man, that movie's outdated.
The sequel starring Russell Westbrook.
Man.
Whoops.
Yeah, whatever happened there, like nobody gave him shit for leaving.
Well, yeah, I don't think that it was as big of a deal because he got traded. He didn't just not re-sign with the team.
Yeah, that's still strange. Like they just dumped all their players and they want to get rid of Chris Paul as well.
Well, yeah, like Chris Paul will not be on that team. He'll either be on the team to start the season, but he'll be gone by trade deadline. Like he doesn't want to be there either.
Like, they just dumped everybody. I don't know.
The second you lose that dude to fucking the Clippers, it was like that was the straw. Yeah, once that was done, it was over with.
Yeah.
Like Russell only wanted out because he's like, dude, this is like I got nothing. Like I brought you a dude, and we got him to sign after the 1 year we traded him for, and I thought that was enough. And then you were just like, oh yeah, Paul George, you want to go to the Clippers? I guess. And so Russell's like, fuck it, I gotta go, dude.
Yeah, to me, it's hilarious that he's going to the Rockets.
The Rockets with James Harden. Yeah,
you get two ball hogs on the court.
It's not going to work.
Wins. Yeah, guaranteed wins right there.
Yeah, it's not going to work at all. One's going to be flopping from the 3-point line. The other one's just going to be freaking out that he's getting triple doubles all the time, carrying the team.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
No, that's my Mario Maker.
I would love that. I wish I could watch you play Mario Maker, Ralph. I would love to watch you make a level.
I don't know. I'm seriously close to dumping it.
Yeah, I figured. I like I said, I was close to buying it just because I want to try to play the levels, but the curation still doesn't seem all that great of like setting up, okay, I want to just play these kind of levels or this kind of level. Like it doesn't seem great. Having to find, codes upon codes does not appeal to me. I don't want to do that. I just want you to tell me, okay, here's the 20-second levels. Here is the super duper like easy levels, like normal. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah,
Mario Maker, divisive.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know. It also feels too much like the first one to me because I don't care about going in depth with a bunch of stuff that was added into this one. But oh well.
Right on. That's the way it goes. You also played Dr. Mario World, which is something I played. So tell me about it.
Katie played a lot more of it than I did.
Can you confirm that he actually is a doctor?
No, they don't. No, they don't talk about that. They brush that aside. It's like, yeah, we think he's fine. I don't know. I didn't think it was very fun. I played it for I played 3 or 4 missions, or whatever the hell they are, stages. I'm over it.
How's his coat looking? Does it look professional?
Like that?
Is it? Yeah, I mean, yeah, it looks like a doctor, but
yeah, but that, you know where that pill's going. Though.
Is that a suppository?
Exactly. You know where that's going to go.
Yep. The music's good in this.
Yeah.
I'll give them that. But it's just the Dr. Mario music, which
Correct.
Is classic.
I played through the game gates everything at the beginning to make it seem like, oh man, look how cool this is going to be. But it's all free shit until you hit a certain level. And then it's like, now here's your timers. You have to buy this shit. If you want to do anything, like it just floods you with the free to play mechanics. And I'm like, I played through, let's say 20, I'm at level 26. And then that's when it started branching into like these secret worlds. And then branching up to where like you have to use lives to play levels or something like that. And you have to wait for those to refill, and then you can use coins to buy. I was like, yep, I'm good. Like I got my fill of this game. I never want to play it again.
Yeah, I think that's about where Katie quit.
Like I haven't deleted it yet, only because I might talk myself into playing a little more. But I was just like, yeah, I'm good. Like I see what this is, and I'd rather spend the $10 to play Super Mario Run than play that.
I don't want to play any of them.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. I'm just saying, like, if I were to pick between the 2 Mario games that are on the store, I would play Super Mario Run versus Super Mario World or Dr. Mario World.
I'd probably play that Fire Emblem Heroes game over both of them and the Animal Crossing.
Dragalia Lost or whatever the fuck that Nintendo game was.
I haven't tried that yet. I thought about it
either. I can't bring phone games are so hit and miss for me. Like it just has to get me, and I'm in, but I'm only in for maybe a couple of weeks to a month, and then I'm usually done. Like Pokemon Go has been the only thing that's kept me going, and even that I haven't played in 8 months to a year.
I don't know. I'm always out for phone games. I've never had one connect.
What's funny to me is think about the technology that you have inside of a phone, and I don't even know. I almost did a find the fraud this week because I app searched something and the results I got were just asinine. I don't even know if I can find it anymore. I don't think it shows you what I ordered. But if you look at the top games on fucking or Apple, whatever the fuck this is, it's just stick figure games. Like this phone can do so much, and this thing is called
Stick Death.
This basically this game is called Shootout. And it's just like stick figure games where you're just shooting people. It's just stupid. Why is this the number 1 game?
Children, man.
It is. Jelly Shift, Battle Disc, Origami, Picker 3D, Aquapark.io.
Oh, I hope that picker's picking a nose or something.
Line Color, Fun Race 3D. This one is a little weird. On Pipe, don't ask. That's the top 9 games on the free games on Apple, iTunes, whatever the fuck, the App Store. These phones can do so much, and that's what's popular. The fuck out of here, dude. I can't with that shit. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
I don't know. I miss phones making phone calls, and that was it.
I'm not a phone. I phone people every now and again, not very often though.
Nowadays, you need to have 30 chat apps because Why just have one?
Yeah,
That's true. Which
Right.
one erases my dick pic the closest?
the closest.
Which keeps it the closest?
Somebody knocks on your door. Sir, I'm here to erase your dick pics. So far, this app is great. What else I played? I've only played Judgment. Like I am committed to playing and finishing Judgment before I move on to Days Gone or Darksiders 3. Even though Days Gone had a 16 gigabyte patch today, and I was like, what fucking world is this a thing? Why? So I don't know what they must have put the game in it finally. So I'm not really sure what
when they first came out with the Xbox One X. I think it was like a 90 gig patch for Gears of War.
I'm just lost. I don't understand. Judgment is still really good. It's not that I'm struggling to play it. It's just I like that variety of being able to play different games. My Switch is a little dull right now too. Like I almost bought that. There's a couple Switch games I want to buy, but they're like $20, and I'm like, I gotta wait for drops. But like that Contra Hardcore looking game looks fucking cool.
Blazing Chrome.
Blazing Chrome. I was gonna say Chrome Roller, and I don't know why. But yeah, Blazing Chrome looks great. But Judgment is good. I'm not saying that it's not, but it's definitely like one of those games you have to be in the mood to play. And it finally clicked with me a couple days ago because I think there's 12 chapters and I'm at chapter 6. I got to chapter 6 today. But at the end of chapter 4, something like actually monumental in the game happens. And I'm like, okay, hold on. Now shit's going down. Like it's getting past that intro level of, okay, here's how you play this game and this is what it's about. Now we're into the shit. So I'm definitely I'm involved in the game. I'm intrigued to see what's going to happen. And then the chapter I just played through is all flashback, and I thought that was cool. So I'm really digging it still. I'm still not sure I'm going to do a bunch of the side stuff. Like I keep finding myself. I met this old dude the other day who needed me to pick weed for him, and then he put it into a drink and he drank it, and then it made him strong, and then he let me take a drink, and I beat the shit out of some dude, and he's like, I can teach you how to make these, and he brought me to this outdated building that had 3 levels of a casino and then his pharmacy at the top. It was, I don't know,
sounds illegal.
Sure, whatever.
Are they allowed to put Dr. Mario in that game?
We're gonna find out. I went to the Sega Saturn or the Sega Cafe and played some Sega games. I don't remember what I played, but I played some. I think you have to, like, the game gives you certain like play passes, and I think you can buy more, which seems like a weird micro transaction inside of that game, but whatever.
Hey, somebody might give him money.
Yeah, something. But I'm still digging Judgment. I'm pretty sure that game's gonna be like 40 hours long because I think I'm at 12 or 13 now. And I just hit chapter 6. And if there's 12 or 13 chapters, it'll probably be about the same. So I'm guessing 40 hours. We'll see what comes up. I'm trying. The problem is that I know for sure if I don't beat this before Wolfenstein comes out, I'm definitely gonna play Wolfenstein. Like that's a guarantee. And Wolfenstein comes out in 2 weeks, Ralph.
Same day as
Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
The Treehouses, yeah.
Comes on next Friday, right?
Yeah. Good movie. Yeah. So I have a week and some change to beat Judgment. So
in Persona, yeah.
Persona 5, yeah. Yep. I'm gonna restart Persona 5. We'll see how that goes.
Pull an all-nighter, knock that out.
The last all-nighter I played was Apex Season 2, and that wasn't really an all-nighter. It was me playing like till 1:30 in the morning and passing out on the headset because that's what I do.
That?
That one. I finished Apex Legends Season 2.
Speed run Apex.
That's what everyone was looking for. Speediest of runs. I think that's everything that I have been playing. It's been a lot of watching in my household, voyeuristic activities, not a whole lot of playing. So
and out of your household too. Yeah. Spider-Man.
Yep, I did go see Spider-Man. Yeah, that was so good.
Yeah, I think like Spider-Man and Batman are pretty much the only superhero movies. Yeah, except for I don't know about Batman anymore.
I mean, I'll always go to the Batman movies. I love Batman, so they'll never not see one. But I'm with you. I mean, like it's tough. Like you have these peaks and valleys of Batman that are really, really good, or they're just terrible.
Yeah, this one should be interesting. Like who
Robert
do they know?
Pattinson.
Do they know what villains are going to be in that one?
No, like the last I heard was they were talking about.
Do you think they put the Joaquin Phoenix Joker in that one or no?
No, probably not. They talked about putting in Catwoman and Penguin, which I thought was weird. And then the rumor was Mr. Freeze. And Mr. Freeze's comic book arc is really good. Like his whole character, it's the character from the Arkham games. Like that version of Mr. Freeze is great. Arnold's version obviously is not what you want people to remember, but that's all they're going to remember.
I used to meet you.
Yeah, you can't everybody Jill. Like you just can't do it. So I'm nervous to see what they do. But I don't have faith, but I have faith in Robert Pattinson because like I said, the last guy I doubted was Heath Ledger, and he fucking killed it. No pun intended.
I don't know about that. Like Heath Ledger had a little bit better record than.
Yeah, you are correct. I mean, yes, I understand. But
hey, I know of at least one good Robert Pattinson movie. It's called Cosmopolis. The Cronenberg movie.
I remember you saying that movie was really good.
Seen that.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Good.
I don't know if Pattinson held it up though. Probably not.
Probably not. Yeah, Spider-Man, I thought it was really, really well done. I really liked Tom Holland as Spider-Man. I thought the writing was really good. I liked the use of Happy Hogan. The what was it? Edith joke was really good. That was my favorite joke of the whole movie, I think. The what Edith stood for.
I don't know if I say.
I don't want to say it because I don't think Ralph hasn't seen it.
I think I remember it, but
yeah, it's probably lost on
the joke I remember the most. Yeah. Oh wait, no. Yeah,
okay.
I know I remember.
Pretty
now.
good.
Like the main joke that I keep remembering, the one that they did the most was the Peter Tingle thing.
Peter Tingle's good.
Yeah.
I love Led Zeppelin was pretty good. I thought that was pretty funny. I don't know. The movie was very, very well done. It felt like a very good conclusion to like all of those Marvel movies, and it kind of like bookending it, you know. So
yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do with the next one because that was definitely a big tease at the end.
I pumped my fucking fist so hard. I was so excited because I was like, I just didn't think it. I was like, I have no idea what to expect here. And that first scene was so good. The second scene was whatever, but that first after credit scene was like, fucking amazing.
So I wonder how long it'll take for them to do another one. Think it'll be a couple years or?
Yeah, I think that they will let them set up whatever it is they're going to set up, especially that second, the second scene. I think that's going to play in heavily to like, they're definitely going to lean more into like the space stuff in this next phase of Marvel movies, I think. So I think that's probably what we're going to have is maybe some Spider-Man space stuff.
Yeah, really. Well, do you think they're ever going to get him and Venom together? Do you think the space stuff will make that happen or no?
I think that you could. I think you could put Spider-Man in San Francisco since that's where they set the Venom movie. I think you could bring Tom Hardy into the MCU and have him do that too. So either way, I think it would work.
What about Maximum Carnage?
I don't ever tease me with that. Like I didn't watch that Venom movie, but I believe there was a Carnage tease in that, but I just can't think that would be good. I want it to be because amazingness happens for me when I think about Maximum Carnage, but it's never going to happen the right way.
Maybe someday.
Yeah.
Maybe when we're Robert Pattinson in there.
Maybe when we're all the age. Maybe when we're all the age that we're taking these face app photos for, and that's when we'll actually get all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Selling our faces to the Russians or whatever the fuck's going on.
When everybody uses a dick pic as their face, yeah.
I just take a fucking Sharpie and write a smiley face on the tip of my penis. Take a selfie with it.
Why not?
I think that's everything that I have, like I said, been playing. Ralph, do you have anything for the greatest game show known to us, the three men? Surmise the score.
Surmise the score. I got a lot.
Oh boy, it's been a hot minute.
Yeah, and we had guests. Tried to surmise last time.
Yeah.
Welcome to Surmise the Score, the section of the show where we try to guess the Metacritic scores aka Metascores, for games that aren't out yet. And if we get it right, or the closest to right, we will get to remove a game from our top 100 worst games of all time list of all time. Hopefully, we get to number 1
soon. I hope
sometime.
Yeah,
One day.
We gotta come up with something else for Surmise the Score after that.
Well, then we gotta do the top 100 best games. We gotta figure out what the best game of all time is.
Gotta go back to we gotta go back to the right way.
Yeah, it's the harder one.
Yeah.
Stranger Things 3, the video game.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this.
That came out.
Kept meaning to watch reviews of this, but I haven't yet.
55 out of 100 is the Switch.
It's hot.
Switch version, which had the most reviews. The other versions had quite a bit better scores, though, but they didn't have as many reviews. So I don't know. Who's to say?
Which one had the most bowl cuts?
Probably not the Switch version, because they probably just have blocks of hair.
That's pretty good too, though.
We're gonna do some math here. We had a lot of people guess. Coming in last with a guess of 77 was Tony.
Oh, Tony. Terrible guess, Tony.
He believed in John Elway.
He did double John Elway it just for old time's sake.
Let's see. Man, I can't do any math here. Coming in very second to last with a guess of 71 was Ryan.
Oh, fuck.
Sorry,
man.
Ryan.
Friend of the show, Ryan.
Yeah.
Co-host of the show.
Yeah.
Coming in dead third to last with a guess of 70 was Derek.
Derek, yep, 7Ds. That was me.
Coming
friend of the show, Derek.
Coming in silver medal with a guess of 68 was friend of the show, Andrew Morgan.
Oh, no, Andrew.
And totally nailing it with a guess of 65 was Ralph.
He's fucking with the gold medal on, ladies and gentlemen. He's fucking with the gold medal.
Better
I am
start
going
McDonald's first with the gold medal.
Yeah.
This may be frowned upon, but I'm going to remove WWF King of the Ring.
No, that's fine.
Oh man,
from
Bret
the Game
Hart
Boy.
in that, I think.
I think he's on the cover.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's on the
Is that the last wrestling game on here? No, Backyard Wrestling's still there.
Oh, okay, good. That's good.
They made a sequel to that. I would have played that.
I bet it's really good. Next up, we have Sinron Kagura Peach Ball, which is some kind of pinball game involving scantily clad high school girls. Oh, man. 62. 62 out of 100. That's the Switch version. It may only be, maybe it's Switch and PC. I don't remember. 62. There's too many numbers here. Too many people guessed. Coming in last place with a guess of 73 was Derek. Sorry, Derek.
Oh man,
fuck that up.
Sure. I had too many
he's
people
not
on
the
the
pinball
show.
wizard.
So they say.
Coming in the opposite of a silver medal with a guess of 69 was Ralph.
Is that a brown medal?
Coming in the brown medal section.
Yeah.
5 with a guess of 68 was Ryan.
Oh man. I was gonna remove this.
I was hoping this was gonna happen.
Coming in silver medal with a guess of 67 was co-host of the show Andrew Morgan, and almost nailing it with a guess of 60 was co-host of the show Tony.
66.
Oh no.
Tony, you have won the right to remove a game from this list. Tony, take it away.
I think by default Ryan gets this because he's third on the list. So Ryan, I think you get to remove a game.
Yeah.
When you're not here, you forfeit your prize.
Oh man.
Well, I guess in Tony's defense, he's never seen this list. So.
That's also true. Yeah. You can just name games until there's one off of here.
I'm going to remove Independence Day off the list.
Okay, Independence Day.
Yeah, in honor of it being well
You can
past Independence Day.
never take our freedom, but you can take Independence Day off of this list.
Yeah.
It's true. All right. Next up, we have the aforementioned Dr. Mario World
Oh yes,
coming. Oh, I should say
coming.
60,
Oh god,
61 out of 100.
wow,
Not
worse
looking
than the
too
beach
hot.
ball game.
It's just
Beach
some
ball.
bad games we surmised.
Yeah, we're on a streak. 61 coming in last as hell with a guess of 76 was Tony.
Yes, from first to
Streak is
last,
over.
it's done for you. He was
Coming
last in the
in-
first one too, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
all right, he's in the Derek Van spot this week.
Coming in very second to last with a guess of
Brown medal's where he's at.
brown medals. Yeah, that's where you're at, Derek.
Oh
75.
fuck! God damn.
Sorry, Derek. Coming in brown soft serve medal with a guess of
Oh no, it's all going to be running.
74 was friend of the show Andrew Morgan.
Oh man.
Coming in silver with a guess of 73 was Ralph.
Oh no!
Nailing it with a guess of 72. It's Ryan.
Ryan,
Man,
back at it again.
so many
Keep it
bad
coming.
games left though that it is. Oh man. Holy shit. I'm gonna remove backyard wrestling. I think all these
Man,
other games.
I really thought backyard wrestling would make it to top 10.
These other games are so bad. Like, if I knew more about the Fifth Element, I might feel comfortable removing that. But
I don't know. See, you should if you get bored one day, go to GameSpot and search for the Fifth Element review because I think it got like less than a 2 out of 10.
oh man,
Good, pretty good. But I mean, you do you. It's a poor game though. All right. Next up, we have Dragon Quest Builders 2. 86 out of 100. Actually, something good.
Bruce Willis in that game.
He is the Dragon Quest builder. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you mean Fifth Element?
Well, both. Like,
I would just like to point out before we get too much farther, out of the remaining games, of which I think there are now 21 remaining games, or something about that, there is one game that I put on this list. The rest of the games are games that Ralph has put on this list. That shows you no one's played these games and they're afraid to take them off because they don't know the severity of how bad they are.
well, so there is. Well, I don't think I played Mario's Missing. I think I played Mario.
Mario's Missing's bad.
Yeah, I know, but I know Mario is Missing is awful. I know that the letter is awful, and I know that VIP is terrible. And I've seen some of Hellboy, so I know Hellboy's not great either. And Bubsy looks bad.
Bubsy's bad.
But these other ones though. Like arcade shooting gallery. I've watched some Back to the Future, and I know that's bad, but I don't know if it's worse than these other ones. But
This is like a coin flip at some point.
I was gonna say it's gonna be a tough ride to the top.
Yeah,
if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
Anyway, Ralph, continue.
86 for Dragon Quest Builders 2. That's the PS4 version. Coming in very last with a guess of 73 was Tony. Sorry, Tony.
Riding that Derek spot.
Yeah, he is.
That sounds way more sexual than I meant it to be.
That's okay. Coming in very bad second to last with a guess of 80 was Ralph. Blew it.
The brown medal is yours.
Yeah. Coming in, so much math. Coming in the brown zone with a guess of 81 was Derek.
Fuck.
Sorry, Derek.
It's fine.
Oh man.
Means Ryan's taking another game off this list.
Yeah.
Coming in very first. No, we're not there yet. Coming in very second with a guess of 82 was Ryan.
Yeah, Andrew Morgan again.
Nailing it with a guess of 84 was Andrew Morgan. Andrew. What'll it be?
Ryan, what do you got?
Another Ryan.
Let's see.
I want to say Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde was really, really bad, Ralph, right?
I feel like if that's not the worst game of all time, it's top 5.
It's got. I was gonna say that's one of those ones that I remember you going on and on about and how bad that fucking game was.
I am removing Rock Revolution.
Okay, that's a shit game, but I get it.
Yeah,
we're down to the nitty gritty here.
It's quality shit.
And by the nitty gritty, I mean it's gonna be the letter Bubsy 3D or Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Probably. I don't know. That X-Men game on NES is also pure
bad.
fucking garbage. So that's all we surmised, but we have some surmising to do. And we did surmise Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 over the Discord because I wasn't sure if it had reviews up or not. I still don't think it does.
Looks like the review, the embargo lifts for that at 7 p.m. Thursday night.
Oh, okay. Well, we had time then, I guess. But looks like Derek guessed 73, Ryan guessed 80, and Ralph guessed 79. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, Switch exclusive, action RPG. You get the gist.
You guys have way more faith in that game than I do.
I mean, I don't know if Ryan does. I love the first one, and the second one was okay. So
yeah, I know people like them, so I'm hoping nostalgia weighs in on some of those reviews, but maybe it won't. And if it sucks, they'll just say it sucks. Who knows?
I mean, I've seen previews so far that's saying the combat is really good. So whatever that means.
Yeah.
So we do have some surmising to do. How about Fire Emblem 3 Echoes? That's not what it's called. Fire Emblem 3 Houses. I can't read what I wrote.
Three Echoes is pretty
good. Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Derek, what you got for us?
I'm gonna go with an 84.
84. Ryan.
I will say 86.
Oh boy, I feel a sandwich coming on for no reason.
I'm gonna go with a 90. I'm sorry.
Oh boy, nice.
Stay away from the sandwich.
That's all right. Good. That's all right.
And finally we have Wolfenstein Youngblood. Yeah, the next Wolfenstein joint. I guess is it like a spin-off? Is that what you would call it?
Yeah, it's like a sequel / short story spin-off thing. Basically, it takes place when the kids that were born at the end of 2 are all grown up and searching for their dad. But I mean, we're not really, for all we know, we're going to play that game and it can be a dream sequence. You know what I'm saying? Like it might not even be canon, but yes, it is it's much like what was the first one? The New Order, the Old Blood.
Yeah. New
Colossus was this one.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Old Blood was the original, like the first one of these, like the mid step, right? It was like the $40 thing they made.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
So yes, I think that's what this is.
Ryan, what you got?
85.
85. I'm gonna go with an 82. Derek.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go 81. 81.
Man,
it's really low. Really well. Here's the thing. I don't remember. People are either they love Wolfenstein or they hate it, and so I think with these spin-off things, it's gonna be a lot of the same. Of, hey, this is great, but it's not amazing, kind of thing.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out the week after it comes out when the embargo is lifted. No, that's not right. Is that right? That's all I have to surmise.
All right.
For us.
Well, as we are one to do, usually in the month of June, not so late in the middle of July, we like to take a look back at the year so far. The summer months sometimes are hits, sometimes are misses with games, but we are going to take a look back at what's been happening throughout 2019 and talk about so far our mid-year check-in. Late mid-year check-in of our favorite games of 2019. It can be in order, it cannot be in an order, whatever you prefer. Ryan, why don't you start us off with whatever is your 5th of the best games that you've played of 2019?
Okay, this one was pretty cheap during Prime Day. Sorry, there's this spider on the ceiling that I've been watching, and I lost track of it, which has me a little nervous. That would definitely make me nervous. But Far Cry New Dawn is my number 5. So
it's still a game that I'm waiting to pick up. I don't know that I didn't like 5, so I don't know that I'm gonna like this, but I would like to check it out.
I think it was $20 on Prime Day, but probably at multiple places too. But I might get even cheaper, like on a blowout from GameFly. Who knows?
That's a game I could see winding up on like a PlayStation Plus Game of the Month kind of thing.
Yeah, I can see that. I did not care for New Dawn. I don't know. I was not feeling it. I paid $20 for it months ago, and I just dropped off it like halfway through. But
end is you didn't make our way to the end?
No,
I don't remember. Weird. It's got such a weird ending. But, yeah, if you didn't make it to the end, it might be worth just watching the ending. It's so weird.
Okay, I might do that.
Number 5 for you, Mr. Ralph.
I got Crystal Crisis, a game that I had high hopes for that very much disappointed me, but I still like it.
Right.
It's like they tried to take Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo and like add shit to it, and then they shouldn't have added shit to it. But thankfully, you can turn off the stuff they added. But I don't know, something with it is missing. But I still like the game.
Is it Mario?
Mario? Yeah, there's no Mario in it. There's no Dr. Mario either. So
it's
Crystal Crisis.
Okay.
Yeah.
When does Luigi become a doctor? When is that happening?
He's Toad's a doctor too.
He's a gynecologist.
Oh no, yeah. Princess is also a doctor, but she's a dick doctor. What do you call that?
She's the one coming to erase your dick pics.
Yeah.
She's Mr. Rossetti for the Mario world.
Yeah.
I'm gonna erase your shit, motherfucker.
Oh man, she's discreet though.
My number 5 for my games 2019 so far is Yoshi's Crafted World. Game was really charming. The more I played it, the more I didn't want to play it, and that sounds bad, but I was just kind of done with it. Like, it's good. It was a little too long, which is weird to say. Like,
I feel the same.
I enjoyed the content that it gave me, but there was almost just there was too much. Like, I feel like that game could have been edited down a little more, or maybe some things separated out into different modes or something. But something about that game made me not want to play it once I was towards the end. But what I did play was really charming. It looked great. The music was great. The platforming was fun. The bosses weren't hard. Just everything about it was really, really good. So I like Yoshi's Crafted World. It just wore out its welcome a little sooner than I would have expected it to. So
yeah, I can agree with that.
We'll go backwards. Ralph, what's your number 4?
Yoshi's Crafted World.
Great.
Yeah, I was kind of ready for it to be over with. Also, about 2/3 of the way through it. I thought it was fun, but like after I beat it, I'm like, yeah, I have no interest to play any more of this. So I don't know. I would say like it'd be worth like $20 or $25, but you're never going to see it at that price. No. So it doesn't really matter.
Nope, unless you can find an asshole like me that wants to maybe get rid of it and you can pawn it off at 20, 25, but yeah, not going to happen.
Yeah.
Ryan, what about your number 4 or your 4th game?
My number 4 is Days Gone. I don't know. I still like playing that game a lot. I was definitely not expecting it to be as long as it was, but I didn't mind it being that long. I thought it was a lot of fun, especially the hordes towards the end. Like the hordes towards the end got pretty large, and those were probably the coolest parts of the game was just kind of dealing with the large hordes towards the end of the game. But I had to get pretty creative for some of them. They patched a bunch of like trials and type of things like challenges, and I don't know if I'm ever going to put the disc back in and try any of those. But I think that might have been a lot of what you were doing with your 16 gigabyte patch with stuff like that.
Could be, yeah. A lot of extra content that they're trying to keep people playing that game for a little while.
Yeah, to put a car in the game that wasn't a motorcycle. No, I mean there already is one, but spoilers. But yeah, it's still funny to me that everybody drives motorcycles. That's what happens in the world. Just drive a motorcycle. Like, there's nobody who's not driving a motorcycle until there's one part. But
real dumb. I messed this up. Go figure, because I should have said my number 4 before I went to Ralph earlier. My number 4 was Katana Zero. That game plays real good and probably belongs higher on this list, but I couldn't bring myself to do it quite yet. We'll see what the end of the year looks like. But Katana Zero, the story was really fun. The gameplay mechanics were fucking great. I had a really good time with it. I don't know what it is about those 8-bit style games that I just am really into, whether it be not wanting to replay the messenger because apparently it fucking didn't say that I beat it, even though I've got the little thing that says I beat it, which sure, or whether it's replaying Shovel Knight. There's just a lot of nostalgia there for me. Katana Zero feeds into that with good story, good gameplay, and it didn't wear out its welcome. It was a really, really good game. So that is my number 4. Sorry, Ryan. So that means, Ryan, you went 4, so that means you go again. What is your number 3, sir?
My number 3 is Devil May Cry 5.
That game came out this year.
Yeah, like a lot of games that came out in the first half. I think people are forgetting, which happens. But that game was a lot of fun. I'm not great at those games, so I definitely kind of hack and slash my way through and button mash at times. So if I was a little bit better with the combat, I might like it even more, but I'm just not great at those games. But it's still like they're goofy, fun, stupid, really stylish, and definitely doesn't take itself too seriously. So even though you might not be great at those games, you still usually have a lot of fun playing them. So I liked it. It looks really nice too. It's a very good looking game.
It was also on sale those Prime days, I think, for $30. I think it was down to.
Yeah.
So
I'll probably wait for 20. I might pick it up.
I want to try it, but yeah, 30s. I don't have nostalgia for those games, so I don't really care. So I'll wait for it to get cheaper.
Well, that Astral Chain game is supposed to be one of those type of games too, right?
Yes. It's
kind
of
what
it looks like.
So yeah, it'll be cool to get 2 of those in 1 year, and hopefully that game's good.
Comes out in August, doesn't it? Or September?
Yep.
Yeah.
Towards the end of August.
Yeah. 30th or something. Anyway.
Something like that.
Rob, what about your number 3?
This is a game that kind of came out of nowhere that was super cheap, and I had a really good time with it. Skelly Celeste.
It's on sale on the PlayStation right now. I almost bought it.
How much?
$8.
Oh, I thought I paid like 3 or 4. I don't remember though. It's kind of like Binding of Isaac, sort of. It's got a lot of different game modes. I don't know. It was just like a nice surprise, I guess. You could do pretty much everything in the game in like a few hours, though. So, but I paid very little for it. So it's a good one.
I got to double check my math here for what this was.
It's no Celeste, but it's Skelly Celeste.
Yeah, I wish I knew what Celeste was like because I should play it. But it's $6. I'm sorry, $5.
Okay.
$5.
Door and Bloodstain called Celeste.
I should play her too.
That's true.
Should play her too. My number 3 game is a game that I spent a shit ton of time with this year and had a really good time with. Finished it. Went to like the new, because they added a bunch of stuff for the end of the game for you to be able to play, and it's just you replaying old areas with new enemies, and that really bummed me out. And that was the Division 2. I can't let the end of that game really define it. The time that I had while I was playing it was really good. I thought the shooting in that game was fucking fun. The characters that you get, rather the characteristics you get, the action skills you get, just upgrading that, clearing out areas. I don't know. Everything about that game feels really good. The crafting stuff is good. Just being in DC was cool. The different, hey, here's a tower that's going to end up you having going up 3 or 4 different floors and fighting a boss. Like, it just felt cool. And the layout was good. It looks graphically amazing. And I really, really enjoyed that. And like I said, the only real bad takeaway I had was once you finish the game, it opens up again, adds in a bunch of a brand new enemy faction, new enemy types, but the enemy missions that you get are all just the same area, and that kind of bummed me out. I really wish it would have been a new area. So supposedly they're patching a new area here soon. I'm not sure when that is or where that is, but I would be excited to see what the Division 2 has to offer for continuous playing. So that is my number 3.
What if they gave you a hidden blade?
Sure, I'm into that. Would it be a Keyblade like my number 2 game?
Apex Legends. Yep.
Could be. Yeah.
Number 2, Kingdom Hearts 3.
Wait. Number
2.
You know we're on 2, right?
Yeah, number 2. Yeah. No, I know.
I don't understand.
So, let me tell you a little story here. You ever get so amped for a game that's never going to live up to the hype?
Crystal Crisis. Yep.
Mountain Dew NF before that game came out too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's still a thing.
I've been waiting 13 years for Kingdom Hearts. You've heard about it forever. I was so pumped to play it, and man, is that game just real unmemorable.
What's number 2?
Yeah, but it's like I said, this list I don't know is super organized. Let's just say it might be on the lower half. I don't know. My heart is always full of Kingdom Hearts goodness, and I do have such nostalgia for the characters, and I'm not saying that the game was bad. The gameplay was good. I liked it. Just the places they went, like physically in the game, were kind of boring. I didn't really get a lot out of that. I wish that they would have done some cooler aspects there.
Get some crabs though.
You definitely got a lot of crabs. There was some shitty saving in that area where you couldn't fucking save the game until you got so far, and that was really irritating. And just, I don't know, the game ramped up real weird at the end of the game to where it did not feel like that the rest of the game. And then it ends in a very ham-fisted Kingdom Hearts style way, which is whatever, but part of it was just like, I don't know. I don't know what I expected, but it wasn't that. And it really bums me out. I am all about more Kingdom Hearts, which is, I know, a weird thing to say. Surprise, I want more Kingdom Hearts, but I don't know what they need to do, but something needs to be done differently.
Are they doing DLC for that game?
They are talking about doing some DLC. I know they're adding like a mode, but I don't know about an actual story DLC. I know that there's the tease that they and like the do everything, you get the big final teaser if you do all these perfect things, and that seems like it could go places. I just don't know where those places are going to wind up, if that's going to be in this game or something new. So the promise of more Kingdom Hearts, or at least in the future, has got me intrigued, but my hope for this game was so high, and it definitely wasn't going to hit it. But I still love Kingdom Hearts, but it's definitely my number 2 game of 2019 so far.
Okay. A game of the generation, right?
Definitely a game of 20,000s. Yep, 2000s.
Okay.
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Ralph, why don't you tell me what your number 2 game is?
My number 2 game is Team Sonic Racing.
Oh, yes.
A totally fine kart racing game that has an interesting teamwork mechanic. I don't know. I kind of wish I would have played it on PS4 or Xbox One. It would run at 60 frames a second. But I played the Switch version, which ran at half that, but it was fine. It's fun.
I want to pick that one was on sale, I think, pretty recently too. It seemed like the price dropped on that real fast.
Yeah. I don't know. They were acting like it sold well in the UK. I don't know about the USA.
Yeah.
So, I don't
feel like you were Supersonic Racing? Or...
it was almost like I was, except I was in a car, so it didn't seem that fast.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Right on.
What if you got out and pushed the car as Sonic?
That's cheating. Nope. No way.
Did it just? I mean, you just want a Diddy Kong Racing, right? That's all we need now. I want one. I know you probably don't, but I.
Why don't they just put Diddy Kong and Mario Kart and get it over with?
Sure. Yeah. But
I mean,
so
I guess.
Do you collect coins in that game, or no?
Team Sonic?
Yeah.
It's some kind of currency. I really don't remember now.
I just wondered if you crashed, if coins went everywhere.
Crash is a different game, so I don't think you crashed.
Oh.
Crash Team Racing, Cross, Diddy Kong Racing, Cross, Team Sonic.
Mario Kart, Cross, Team Sonic, yeah.
Oh, I was going to say in Super Mario Kart, that's actually Donkey Kong Jr.
Yes.
in that game.
You were correct.
Which is not
Donkey Kong.
Diddy Kong.
Or Diddy Kong.
But I guess Diddy Kong Jr. is actually modern day Donkey Kong. So maybe this is too
This
much.
ape timeline is weird.
You had to get
Yeah.
young Cranky Kong in there.
You know what I didn't put on my list and I didn't even realize it? Fucking Ape Out. Why didn't I put Ape Out on here?
I still can.
Nope, too late. It's not number
Damn
one.
it.
Might be better than King. Anyway, Ryan, why don't you tell me what your number 2 game is?
So I never played Diddy Kong Racing, but is Cranky Kong in that? He's got to be, right?
He is a non-playable character, I think, isn't he?
I don't know. I know. Yeah, I know he's not playable. I don't know
I
if
was
he's
hoping
in
he
it.
was driving like a hover round or something.
Oh, that'd be good.
My number 2 is Bloodstained, and we already kind of talked about that. So I don't know if we need to talk about it too much. And I'm thinking somebody else might also have it at a spot higher.
I don't think so.
Probably not.
Yeah, we could probably move on.
No, Travis Strikes Again. I haven't said that yet. So.
Number 7.
So number 2, Bloodstained, which leaves the only thing it could possibly be for your number 1, Ryan, and that is
Travis Strikes Again. No. Oh, you want to say my number 1?
Resident Evil 2, right?
Yeah, I was actually hoping that would drop to $20 for PS4 so I could buy it on Prime Day, but it didn't do it, so I'm still waiting. But
so you can play it through for the 16th time.
Yeah, I'd play through it all over again on PS4.
Sure. What do you want to say about Resident Evil 2 that you haven't already said?
I don't know if I really want to. We talked about it a lot when it came out, so
you love that game a whole lot.
I definitely do. Yeah,
it's probably not going to get knocked off at the top spot if I had to guess.
It depends on what else is coming out this year. Like that, like Outer Worlds seems like it could be pretty cool. Yeah, it's Outer Worlds, right?
Yeah, that Outer Wilds game is the one that's on Xbox that I want to play.
And then, does the Ori game come out this year? Or is that next year? I think it's next year.
Ori game's next year.
And then September, there's quite a bit going on. Yeah, Doom comes out. I know Ralph probably says over Borderlands, but it still might be fun.
It will be fun.
It's probably fine.
I doubt Luigi Mansion is going to be my number 1, but it still comes out later in the year, and it'll probably be fun. So who knows?
Number 1, Ralph. Absolutely, positively, Kingdom Hearts 3.
Crackdown 3. Correct.
Oh man, did that come out this year?
Yeah, it did.
Isn't that weird? I don't know.
Yeah, Bloodstained.
Yeah.
Like it's the only game I want to beat at least twice. So that's weird because I don't normally do that quick with a game. Or like ever.
Seems like
Ride to Hell.
Seems like you can't get enough of it.
Yeah, like I still want to like do New Game Plus on the Switch version after I finish the regular campaign. So I got a problem. It's called Bloodstained.
It's going to be a tough Bloodstained to beat. That's for sure.
I mean, I don't know. There's plenty of stuff I'm into coming real soon. So we'll see what happens.
All right. Right on. You guys don't even want me to talk about what my number 1 is because it's dumb, but it's fine.
Rage 2, yeah.
Yeah, no. Rage 2 is left off this list. I left off Cuphead on this list because technically it didn't come out this year, but it did for the Switch.
You can count it if you want.
Yeah, I might.
Nobody cares.
Dauntless, I played like nothing of. MLB The Show, I left off. Anthem. Onimusha Warlords, I about put on here, and I'm not done with Judgment yet. But Onimusha is pretty good. But yeah, number 1 game. Surprise, surprise. Free to play game. Haven't put a fucking penny in. Well, I put $10 into it. Buy that season pass. It's real good, and I put a lot of hours into it, and it doesn't stop being good. And that is Apex Legends. That game's pretty great for being a battle royale, and it's free, and the movement feels good. The Kings Canyon map is good. They just put in the new not texture model necessarily, but they put in a new character. They have a new intro cinematic that looks way cooler than the actual game does, which kind of sucks. They added like flying monsters that you can shoot and get loot from, which is kind of strange. And I don't know, it's just, dude, the game's free and it feels good, it runs, and it doesn't chug, and it's got Titanfall stuff to it. It's fucking, God, it's just good. Feels good. It's a good game.
And you're gonna be at Games Done Quick next time, speedrunning it.
I will be the guy that injects the drugs into him to make him faster, Octane, and I will be speed running with the speedrunner. It'll be a whole thing. I'm gonna have so many dubs, won't even be funny.
Yeah, it's too bad you can't dance on that game.
Not yet, motherfucker. Not yet.
But you can dance on stream while you're speedrunning.
I will be dancing. Yeah, I will be dancing.
Dead dancing. You got it.
Yeah, I know it's dumb. Free to play game. It's a fucking battle royale, which is
hey dumb. Came out this year.
It did, and it's a lot of fun. And you know what? I gauge a lot of my top games of the year on how much fun I have on a game. That's why The Messenger was number 2 last year. But fuck that game this year for making me want to replay it. That's fucking stupid. All I wanted to do is play that goddamn DLC. Ooh. I wanted to play it, and it's like, you can't do it until you beat it. And I'm like, I've got the little stone that shows that I'm. What are you talking about?
I don't know why they get you from that anyway. Like, who the hell cares? Like, just let someone play it.
Really hoping they patch it to where there's not a gate, because that seems really fucking lame.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'd like to play that DLC, but I don't want to finish the game.
Nope,
so
you sure don't. But that DLC looks so good.
So I'll never play it.
Shout out to Ape Out. I forgot Ape Out came out this year, but that would definitely be my number 5. It would probably push Yoshi down to 6 because Ape Out was so good. It's not better than Katana Zero. The music's pretty good. I don't know. That'd be a pretty good duke out for number 4, at least right now. Ape Out is really, really, really good. But I mean, I got like My Friend Pedro I want to play, even though it's definitely not probably going to wind up on a list, but I want to play My Friend Pedro. That's $20 right now. That Blazing Chrome game is probably not going to be on a list because I won't beat it, but it looks so fun.
Did you guys watch any of the Games Done Quick stuff?
I didn't get a chance to.
Did you guys play that? You guys both played that Pokemon game, right? Or did you just play Ralph?
Let's Go.
Yeah.
No, I have a Let's Go.
What do you guys name your starter Pokemon?
I just left it the same.
I did too.
Take a guess at what they named the starter Pokemon in Games Done Quick.
Balls.
It was a donation incentive, so people had to donate to get the name in there. It was John Cena.
That's
the starter Pokemon.
It's like what game did I name? Oh, it was in
all caps, John Cena.
It was what I think I named my character that in when I was playing that Zelda game on the 3DS. What was I playing? I don't even remember what was Zelda
Link
game.
Between Worlds?
No. That remake.
What?
The 64.
Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, I named my character John Cena, and that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. The guy's called Link.
But Dick Butkus.
That's John Cena's nickname is Link.
Link, yeah. Yeah. He likes to go to worlds. Yeah, it's the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
The world of wrestling, the world of acting.
Yeah, he is the Marine Link.
He was the original Marine, yeah. The first, the few, the proud, he is the Marine. What it is. That's going to do it for this week's edition of the Level Up Show podcast. Good check-in for our mid-year. I think there's a lot of games still to come that'll probably shake up that list before December/January comes. So we'll see what everything shakes down and looks at the end of the year for top of 2019. But for now, that is going to do it. For Ryan, for Ralph, I am Derek. We'll see you next week. Level up.
Do you think the Marines would let him go out there in some jorts in the combat zone?
You're not going to tell John Cena to take the shorts off. That's the real deal. Like
man.
The baseball